Theoretical Expert. Item Number. SCP-062-CZ. Object Class. Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-062 is to be contained in a third-level humanoid cell. Its doors must be constantly guarded by at least 3 armed guards. Due to the anomalous features of SCP-062, it is forbidden to use a door with a numeric lock or any form of password or memory-dependent lock to contain the object. However, SCP-062 is friendly and stays in the Foundation voluntarily. That is why he is allowed to go for a walk whenever he requests, but always accompanied by at least 2 armed guards. Description: SCP-062 is a man of European origin. He is 186 centimeters tall. His weight is 91 kilograms. According to him, he is 38 years old and was born in 1981 in Truska, Poland. SCP-062 can perfectly speak all known languages, but admits that he does not know meanings of the words because, as he says, he has all the words in his head, but putting them together is difficult. SCP-062 claims that he has knowledge of 80% of all humans, but his ability to use this knowledge is limited. According to him, it feels like he read it somewhere on the internet, but can't use it in real life. His skills are very important for the Foundation, but it is difficult to use them due to the fact that he does not know whose knowledge he has exactly, where they come from or what they relate to. Addendum 1. Important knowledge of SCP-062, which is currently unusable. SCP-062 perfectly described a principle of producing an unlimited amount of electricity using a vacuum. However, he has no idea what materials are needed or how this generator should work. He only knows how the transformation process occurs. SCP-062 described ways to contain several SCP objects using materials and technologies available to the Foundation. However, he could not connect which ways belong to which SCP objects. SCP-062 described a creature living in water. Its description perfectly fits SCP-3000. This fact was open to SCP-062. He stated that SCP-3000 is a different creature. This information is currently being examined with high priority. SCP-062 claims that he knows how to destroy the Foundation in 2 seconds by the push of a button, but does not know where this button is located or how exactly the destruction should take place. This information was identified as extremely important. SCP-062 made a statement in a language he does not understand. According to available information, this language was never discovered. Since SCP-062 claims that his memories come only from those that gained their knowledge only after his birth, it is important to find out whether it is a language of a living individual of an ancient civilization or an alien creature. SCP-062 revealed how to convert humans and animals to SCP-49-2, but could not provide enough detail. The process as a whole is still a mystery. However, it was confirmed that SCP-062 can perceive knowledge of anomalous creatures. This information is to be hidden from SCP-49. Addendum 2. Interview with SCP-062. 2 days after his arrest. This interview with SCP-062 was led by Dr. Crest. SCP-062 agreed to be interviewed and did not resist. Dr. Crest. Good evening. SCP-062. Good evening. Is it where you usually lead your harsh interrogations? Maybe not you, but some others know how to interrogate those who don't want to cooperate. Dr. Crest. That is true, but if you cooperate, you will not receive such treatment. SCP-062. You don't have to be nervous. I can't do anything to you, but you can do something to me, so I should be the scared one. Did you decide that I know things that only you should know? Like your private researches? Don't worry, I don't steal your memories or read your mind. It's just skills and experience, something you learned yourself or others taught you. Dr. Crest. I'm far enough away from nervousness and much closer to beat you. Excuse me. SCP-062. Listen, I know that I have information in my head and it's not my choice. I don't know what I can say and what I can't. I also don't know what comes to my mind from your mind. Dr. Crest. Let's talk about you. What is your name? SCP-062. Are you really interested? You already gave me the name, but I'd like you to call me Greg. Your numbers are a bit degrading. Am I below your level? Dr. Crest. We have a system. SCP-062. But your names remain. For some of you, only 17% of you can keep your real names. Others get different names. Isn't it sad to lose your name? Dr. Crest. How can you know this? This sounds like a memory, not an experience or an ability. SCP-062. It's a little vague, isn't it? Sometimes it's hard, but I can cope with that. You don't get it very well, to put it together. I know how you learned to sign with your new name. I see your signature and theoretically I can fake it. Dr. Crest. What about the percentages? Do you know how we get names here? SCP-062. You don't invent names yourselves. You have a person here who does it for you. It is a little sad to think about what you're probably doing with his memory. You created a system that gives everyone a unique name without remembering the previous ones. I mean, I guess you erased his memory a few times. Dr. Crest. Back to you again. When and where were you born? SCP-62. I was born in 1981 in Poland. You know this anyway, don't you? I'm not a monster. I have papers and an ID. Dr. Crest. People lie. SCP-62. You lie too. If you don't believe me, why do you ask me? Dr. Crest. Let's call it a formality. SCP-62. Look, I'm here of my own free will. It's a little late to lie, isn't it? I often lied, but it doesn't make any sense here. If I didn't come myself, you wouldn't find me. I would just be someone else. At least for another few years. Dr. Crest. Another few years. Will something happen then? SCP-62. It may or may not. I'm not a magic ball, I can't predict the future. But I can tell you one thing. There are enough people and other beings that know how to destroy the world. Right now. Anytime. I don't know why they haven't already done that, but I know they have that ability. That is why I came to you. I know you can search for things and control them. That is what I want to tell you. You'll either trust me or our lives will end very soon, and your breeding room won't help you. Dr. Crest. Oh God, do you know about that one? SCP-62. I know a lot. Think of it as a network. You have certain points and those are people's experiences and abilities. You have to slowly put those points together, but since there are so many people who learn new things every day, discover new things every day, and all these points are closely linked to your organization, that is why it is not that hard to connect. People are much worse than you think. I can tell you a lot of terrible things. In my head, there is a way to use one molecule of hydrogen to create a small black hole. However, I don't know who figured out how to build that thing, what this thing is made of, what conditions are needed, just nothing. I mean, I know there is a man in this world who can do it, but that's all I know. I don't have enough information to put together, so it remains just a point and will probably never fit into the whole network. Dr. Crest. I see. SCP-62. I hope so. I could be very useful for your organization. I know you will be careful in the beginning, and I will respect that, but gradually I will want more things. Nothing big. I know, for example, that you have people here who can cook well, so from them, I will only want delicious food. If you agree to give me these things, I would like to become your colleague. Dr. Crest. I don't think. SCP-62. But you think so. Because without me, your job will be much more difficult. I will not harm anyone, I will not endanger anyone, I can only push your company forward. That's why I'm here. Let's take it step by step. For now, I won't reveal what abilities I can and cannot use, but we will eventually agree on a compromise. What do you think? Data classified. Dr. Crest. Never call me that name again. SCP-62. As you wish. I was glad to talk to you. Share your opinions in comments if you want to see improvements in my content.